It starts in silence. Not with confetti, not with headlines, but with a whisper behind closed doors. The kind of whisper that sends chills down the spine of anyone who's been watching the Los Angeles Lakers over the past few seasons. A whisper of change. A whisper of rebirth. A whisper that says, we're done waiting. And just like that, the foundation begins to shake. It's no longer about big names and box office stardom. It's not about waiting on Giannis to put on purple and gold. It's about something deeper. A movement is rising in LA1 that trades hype for heart, flashes of brilliance for full-court commitment. And right at the center of this new chapter, Max Christie. Yes, Max Christie, the quiet kid who rode the bench, often overlooked, nearly forgotten. But while the world was watching the LeBrons, the ADs, and the never-ending rumors of Damian Lillard or Christie was in the shadows, grinding, growing, waiting for a shot no one thought would come. Until now, Christie's return is not just a comeback, it's a statement. In his last stretch, he's averaged 13.2 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 2.6 assists, with a shooting percentage climbing steadily toward 47% from the field. But stats alone don't tell the story. It's the way he moves, the fire in his eyes, the sudden command of the court. He's no longer just fitting into the system, he's becoming part of its DNA. LeBron sees Italiano, the coaching staff feels it. And for the first time, the fans are starting to believe it. But Christie isn't alone in this silent revolution. Daniel Gafford, a name that doesn't make headlines yet. But in the war rooms of LA, his name is being circled, underlined, and whispered like a secret weapon. He's not Giannis, and maybe that's the point. Because when Plan A is a Greek freak who may never leave Milwaukee, Plan B better be damn smart. Andiris. Gafford, in his recent playoff stretch with Dallas, put up 10.5 points, 7.3 rebounds, and 2.2 blocks per game while playing just 24 minutes a night. Efficient, explosive, and mature. The kind of player who doesn't need the spotlight to dominate the paint. The kind of player who could give Anthony Davis what he's been begging for: a leaf, a brother in battle, a wall beside him instead of behind him. This is not guesswork. This is a blueprint. The Lakers are reportedly in deep talks on a 3-team trade involving the Chicago Bulls and the Dallas Mavericks. The kind of deal that sends veterans and pick swaps to Chicago, defensive perimeter support to Dallas, and something far more valuable to LA structure. Balance, purpose. Christie returns. Gafford arrives, and an unnamed wing one of those hot-hand shooters who can swing a playoff game in 12 minutes is quietly being threaded into the deal. And that's when you feel it. This isn't the Lakers chasing the spotlight. This is the Lakers building for war. Because they've learned, they've learned the hard way. Big names don't win 7-game series. Headlines don't block shots in the fourth. Star power doesn't save you when your bench is crumbling and your chemistry is on life support. What wins? Depth, health, defense, unity. And behind the curtain, that's exactly what's forming. Slowly, strategically, like a team tired of being used for rumors and ready to make their own reality. LeBron isn't just watching from the sidelines either. He's inside the room. Sources close to the franchise say he's personally signed off on both Christie and Gafford as legitimate additions, not just band-aids, but cornerstones. That means something! Because for all the chatter about Braun's exit, this move isn't just about now. It's about after. After LeBron. After the era of chasing superstars like fireflies in the dark. This is about setting a foundation. And here's the twist you didn't see coming. The locker room loves it. Internal voices, players who've battled beside LeBron, seen the broken promises and false starts are lining up behind this plan. They see in Christie a younger version of the fire they once had. They see in Gafford the kind of teammate who gets on the floor, sacrifices his body, and doesn't care about credit. They see a team, not a roster. Because in LA, pain runs deep. Disappointment has become part of the identity. Playoff exits, injuries, superstars with empty tanks. Every fan knows that a Quen hope flickers out in April instead of burning in June. And that's why this hits different. Because this isn't a gamble. It's a grind. And it might just work. But here's where it gets dark. There's a reason this isn't front page news. Because it threatens the old narrative. The idea that the Lakers can't win without another generational superstar. That they need a miracle. That only Giannis, only Luka, only a shiny new savior can bring salvation to Crypto.com Arena. The front office doesn't believe that anymore. They believe in the unseen, the unproven, the underestimated. And that means paying for some veterans. Names will be moved. Legacies will be questioned. The old guard will be forced to look in the mirror because this new Lakers blueprint doesn't cater to comfort. It demands effort, execution, and endurance. This is a war room, not a waiting room, and the timing couldn't be more perfect. With the Western Conference in flux and teams like Phoenix and Golden State showing cracks in the armor, the window is open, not wide, but just enough. And with the right chemistry, the right hustle, and the right balance, anything can happen in May. And everything can happen in June. That's why this move matters. Because it's not just about who the Lakers are bringing in. It's about who they're becoming. No more waiting for saviors. No more dreaming of Giannis while the season burns. No more excuses about injuries or bad calls. This is the team owning its future. And you know what is coming next? Drama. Because the fan base is split. Some want names, some want fireworks. But those who've been through the battles, those who remember the grind of the 80 segundos, the heartbreak of the early 2000s, the raw guts of the 2020 bubble, they know real wins aren't glamorous. They're earned in blood, in sweat, in silence. And that's what's being built here. So, if you're one of the believers, the fans who've suffered, who've screamed at the TV, who've worn purple and gold when it felt like a joke, this message is for you. This is your moment. This is the resurrection of grit. Max Christie is no longer a project. He's a pillar. Gafford is not a backup plan. He's a shield. And that unnamed wing. He's the kind that flips the script when it matters most. Don't let the silence fool you. The Lakers aren't quiet because they're confused. They're quiet because they finally found clarity. And what comes next won't be expected. It'll be earned. In the dark. In the grind. In the roar of a crowd that doesn't need another Hollywood script. They just want the damn win. So, hold tight. Because something real is coming, and it's wearing purple and gold. Here's a crucial insight for you. Diving into financial education can significantly elevate your quality of life. In the realm of finance, take the time to explore bonds and stocks with a special emphasis on real estate investment trusts. These investments have the potential to generate passive income. Approach this journey with diligence and opt for reputable investment brokerages globally. By doing so, you'll be laying a solid foundation for a more secure and prosperous future.